Welcome in Craft and Design 3.0. I'm for my dear audience. In this video, I will describe some different and much beautiful ideas of gardens, walkway design ideas, or different other ideas of walkway in a lawn or in a garden. So, dear audience, when we talk about a walkway, then different questions arise in our mind, like as what is the some distinctive purpose of walkway, or what are walkway used for, what is a walkway in constructions, a walkway procedure in a garden, a beautifulness design in a garden, or a walk. So how do you write in different categories, uh, different purpose of a walkway? So, dear audience, a walkway, any passage for walking, especially one connecting the various areas of a shape of factory, park, or especially a garden path or a walk. So, a raised passageway connecting different sections of a building or a wide path in a park or garden. So the word is used to describe a footpath in different countries like as New Zealand, Australia, Antarctica, USA. Or walkways vary enormously in nature, from short urban strolls to moderate coastal location to challenge a tramp hike in the high country mountains, but especially in front of our house or in front of our special house, or a special way the word is used and describe a footpath, and especially I previous described in different countries. It can be a much interesting a pathway for beautiful design in different countries. So, walkway is a designated path or area that is constructed within a building or outdoor spaces intended for pedestrian to walk on. It is an essential component of any construction project, as it provides safe and easy access for people to move around the premises. So, what is a walkway equipment for making these pots or these make these um prescriptions? So platforms and walkway are a common feature of equipment and structures that will periodically need human access to inspect, maintain, or reconfigure components. So they are a more permanent alternative to scaffolding, skisa lifts, or bucket lifts, though they may be also be removable or reconfigurable. So, what is a concrete walkway called? A sidewalk, North American pavement, and British footpath in Australia, India, and New Zealand. A different name. And Ireland, it can be also a footpath, but in pavement, in when we talk about a British English, then it can be a pavement. A sidewalk also word used in North America. So it can be a path along the side of a road, usually constructed of concrete, pavers, and also bricks, stone, or asphalt. It is designed for pedestrian, or it may be sometimes it can be some upcyclable in any gardening materials or different other materials are used for work or for in or out pedestrian, for taking out or taking in any things. So, what material is good for a walkway? Especially, I prescribe hardscape materials such as poured concrete, pavers, or mortared stone slabs make good option to build walkway. Especially, I also again repeat it, um, poured concrete, pavers, or mortared stone slabs. But paths may be meandering routes that add recreational elements to your landscape. They usually feature natural materials such as much loose gravel or stones. So, what are the benefits of moving a walkway? Moving walkway offers option for people who need to move faster. So, mostly in airports, when you have to walk long distances, you step into the moving walkway, which eases your walking, like escalator. But difference is escalator is for two different levels. Moving walkways in same level and a flat surface. So, what is the difference of walkway and pathway? Because in different countries, these words are used. Um, Walkway and pathway. Walkway are typically constructed with pavers, concrete, or large flagstone. Also, pavers, concrete, or large flagstone. But walkway are wider and steadier than pathway. So pathway is a more creative element that carries a lesser volume of foot traffic from one feature of your yard to another. So what grade is a walkway? Primary residential walkway generally should not slow more than 2% unless it is designed for wheelchair access. Any slope greater than 2% can be dangerous when covered in ice, and auxiliary walkway can have slopes and up to 5%. But if it is well used, consider adding step if ice can be a problem. So how thick is a walkway? Because sidewalk should be at least 4 in thickness. Simple slabs for small foundation bases and normally 4 to 6 thick depending on the load they must bear. So slope the walk away from building to provide proper range. So, what difference between pavement and walkway? Sidewalk are also typically narrower paths than pavement. The pavement can cover a large swath of land or be an entire road. So, the pavement is meant for vehicle like cars, motorcycle, and also trucks are heavy machinery working. So while pedestrians can walk on the pavement, they will typically choose a sidewalk instead of safety and convenience. So what is a paved walk? If a road or an area of ground has been paved, it has been covered with flat blocks of stone or concrete so that it is suitable for walking or driving on. How do you build a front walkway? One my dear guys question me that how we can build a front walkway. First of all, plan out the shape and length of your walkway, then build a base. Or basically, how can we make and lay down your materials and continue building the next section. So secure the edge with the modern material and add in your final material also. So, what is a mechanical walkway? A moving walkway, also known as an auto walk, moving pavement, so moving sidewalk, people mover, travelator. A travelator, and if we talk about it in British English, then it is a travelator, is a slow moving conveyor mechanism that transport people across a horizontal or inclined plane over a short to medium distance. So, what is a walkway railing? Because walkway railing are intended to keep pedestrians safe on a designated bike path or park trail. So, a crowded trailing or lack of railing is unsafe, especially near waterway or step slope. Also, it can be make. So, who designed the walkway sidewalk? Because it may seem as if the first sidewalk was a modern invention, but according to some research, primitive walkway were developed as early as 2000 BC in the modern day Turkey. So, the ancient Romans would also incorporate a footpath for pedestrians in their quickly developing civilization. So sidewalk gaps often exist in places with site constraint. Sidewalk gaps can we remain in our different garden sites. So it is an adjustment to properties that have not been required to provide sidewalk in the past due to land uses or ownership, industrial areas, or public uh, cemeteries, respectively. So, what are the parts of a sidewalk called? Anatomy of a sidewalk, frontage, or lighter zone area. It can be also remains constant in a walkway, sidewalk. So area of retail, pedestrian, window shopping, and outdoor seating also anatomy of a sidewalk also. So throughway zone, pedestrian walking zone that allow for unimpeded movement of pedestrian, and also furnishing zone, three zone are also frontage or lighter zone, uh, throwaway zone, and furnishing zone. Furnishing zone area for street furniture and pedestrian littering. So how deep should a walkway be? Generally, a concrete walkway should be 4 inches thick for residential applications, but the thickness is enough to prevent cracking under regular foot traffic and will last for decades for areas with heavier traffic, such as commercial or industrial space. The sidewalk should be 5 to 6 inches thick. So, what are the easiest walkway to install, make? So, because mulch and gravel are the cheapest pathway materials you can buy for rock walkways, and they make constructions simple to making and also uh, them to for our favorite walkway ideas. All you have to do is remove the sod, roll out a landscape fabric, and spread the mulch or gravel. So, what is the best base for concrete walkway? Most concrete contractors want a mix of coarse and fine aggregate to create a compactable base that is going to be safe for settlement and range. Crusher run, and a mix of crushed stone and stone dust. So, and coarse aggregate are two of the best base material for concrete slabs. So, what are the different type of moving walkway? Moving walkways come in one of two basic style, like as a pallet type or moving belt. So, pallet type moving walkway are built from a series of connected metals plates that are joined together to form a walkway. So, pallet type moving walkways are essentially flat elevators. So, what is the speed of a moving walkway? Most airports today use walkways that move at a slower speed than a natural walking pace. So, using the walkways only minimally expedite travel times. These moving walkways travel at about half the speed of a natural walking pace. So how do moving walkway works? Because a travelator, also known as a moving walkway, consists of a flat conveyor belt that moves continuously in a loop, driven by an electric motor. So passenger can stand or walk on the travelator, and the belt moves at constant speed, typically between zero point 0.5 to 1 meter per second. And which grade is used for construction material for a walkway, and how big is the average walkway? The minimum height of a walkway is determined by base needs. So average human shoulder width is 18th inch, allowing an extra 6 inch. The walk should be a minimum of 424 inches wide for one person. It must be twice that wide, 48 inches, to accommodate people walking in opposite direction at the same type and the same place, and different categories. So, dear audience, I think that my video and my these ideas for a walkway in a garden and different design, you inspired too, or you inspired much from my these ideas. And my dear guys, if inspired, then subscribe my channel and like my video and share my video with your affectionate love. So thank you very much guys for watching my video once again. Thank you very much.